Hi everybody, welcome back to the lecture on microcontroller and its applications. Today we learn about the interrupts in PIC microcontroller. This is lecture number 30. Now, when PIC microcontrollers are concerned, there is a family of microcontrollers as we have already discussed. As far as PIC 1674 series microcontrollers are concerned, you have 12 sources of interrupts. There may be varying sources of interrupts in other PIC microcontrollers. As far as this microcontroller is concerned, there are 12 sources of interrupts. And all these interrupts are controlled through some registers such as interrupt control register. And of course, there is another interrupt register such as peripheral interrupt enable registers. There are two peripheral interrupt enable registers. We will discuss it in detail. If you want to enable all the interrupts, there is one bit in interrupt control register that is called as global interrupt enable bit. As you can see, global interrupt enable bit is used to enable all your interrupts. Okay, so that is global interrupt enable. Then you have once an interrupt, as you all know what is an interrupt already, an interrupt will interrupt the normal course of the program, will take it to a subroutine, but from the subroutine it should come back to the program from where it left the operation. So to do that, it needs an instruction. That instruction is written from interrupt instruction, which is used in the subroutine to return to the main course of program after the interrupt is being serviced. So apart from using global interrupt enable to enable all the interrupts, individual interrupts also can be enabled by setting the appropriate bits in the control registers. So let's see in detail some of these registers. So you have this interrupt control register. Now interrupt control register, if you see, the most significant bit is global interrupt enable, then the which enables all the interrupts. All the 12 sources of interrupts will be enabled if you set that bit. Then you have peripheral interrupt enable bit, okay, which enables all the peripheral interrupts such as timer, ADC, serial communication interrupt. All these interrupts will be enabled with this peripheral interrupt enable bits. So then you have timer 0 interrupt enable, then you have external interrupt enable, and port B change interrupt enable. Port B change interrupt enable is whenever there is a change in the port B, this interrupt can be enabled if you set this bit. As I said, global interrupt enable will set all the interrupts, otherwise you can individually set these interrupts. Then the last three bits, or the least three significant bits, are your flag bits, that is timer 0 interrupt flag, then external interrupt flag, and port B change interrupt flag. So these flags are raised whenever there is an interrupt. So this is interrupt control register. Then you have peripheral interrupt enable register 1. In this peripheral interrupt enable register 1, as you can see, the most significant bit is to set your parallel slave port interrupt. Okay, so if you are communicating on parallel slave port and you want to generate an interrupt after the communication is over, then you can set this bit as 1. Then you have ADC bit. Once the ADC conversion is going on, at the end of an ADC conversion, we always require an interrupt to say the ADC conversion is over. For that, you have an ADC interrupt enable bit. Then you have receive and transmit enable bits, interrupt enable bits, which is used for serial communication purpose. If set, they will enable the serial communication interrupt. Then you have the synchronous serial port interrupt enable bit, okay, which is another form of serial communication as we have already discussed. Then you have CCP mode, that is capture compare mode, and you have timer 2 and timer 1 interrupt enable bits. So this is what constitutes the peripheral interrupt enable register 1. Is, as you can see, all the peripheral devices which are on board on on your PIC microcontroller are represented in this register. So apart from this, this is your peripheral interrupt flag register. If you see all those interrupts which we had mentioned here, for example, ADC, serial communication, synchronous serial port, and compare, capture compare, timer, all these interrupts flag register, for example, analog to digital interrupt flag, then receiver flag, transmit flag, like this, all the flag bits of those peripheral interrupt enables are found here. So whenever they are set and when the process is over, when the flag bit will be set here, and we can read this register. So you have a second peripheral interrupt enabled register which is only used to set an interrupt for capture compare 2 mode. Okay. So as you know, PIC17C series has capture compare 2 mode. So if you want to enable this interrupt, you have to set the least significant bit in peripheral interrupt enabled register number 2. Okay. Then you have your power control bit which is used to set or enable the power on reset status bit or brownout reset status bit. Okay. Now whenever this is a register which can be read. Now you know what is a brownout reset. Whenever there is insufficient power supply, your microcontroller can actually indicate a brownout reset. So whenever a brownout reset happens, your this bit is actually reset. Brownout reset bit or least significant bit is reset. Or whenever there's a power on reset, this bit is reset. That is, when it is 0, it is enabled. When it is 0, it means it is there has been an interrupt, brownout reset or a power on reset. So that's about the interrupts. You have the entire interrupt logic is summed over here. As you can see, all the peripheral interrupts, one of the peripheral interrupts at a time can be serviced. Not all the peripheral interrupts. So as you can see, they all meet here in an OR gate. One of the peripheral interrupts can be enabled. They are enabled with their interrupt enable bit, and they are noticed by your interrupt enable interrupt flag. So one of the peripheral interrupt can be enabled along with any of your timer or external or port be changed interrupt. This is an entire interrupt logic. So there are 12 sources of interrupt. There are peripheral interrupts and there are external interrupts, timer interrupts and port be change interrupts. This make the 12 sources of interrupt. And the most important, the global interrupt enable is a bit which can actually set or enable all interrupts. So that's about the interrupts of PIC microcontroller. Thank you.